This is Devin Croswell with Sherpa Design, and we are taking a look at a new option in Designcenter NX 2512 where we have a new layout for our pattern tools. So we have pattern feature, and in the more pull down, we also have pattern geometry, pattern face. So we can use those pattern tools. And within those pattern tools, we have a new layout called Axial. And this will allow us to create a pattern around something using its axis, or in this case, I have a cone. And so we can use that half cone angle to spread out the feature or the bodies that we're trying to pattern within our part. To take a look at this, I have a cone that I've created here. And I'm going to put in an extruded feature. We'll just put that in right there. We'll just create a circle and we'll extrude it out a little bit from the cone. And then we're going to want to pattern that in an array around the face. So right now, we're going to go ahead and unite. And we'll have it stick out a little bit. And we'll just unite that. And that'll be our feature. But we want this to kind of fill up the conical face that we have. And if I jump into pattern feature and try to use something like linear, this isn't going to go the way I want it to, most likely. Even if I use, say, a second direction, take a look at what the result is giving us. So, okay, I'm adding some stuff to the face, but it's all starting in the same point. I just want this to go around the face. And we do have a follow face option under, orientation. I can pick follow face. We can follow the face a little bit, but it's not great. Maybe face normal can help. Drag that up a little bit, but we have to figure out some other things with that. It's not quite going the way I want to. It's not sticking out as far, and it's not along the same angle here. It would take a while to get there without this layout option that we now have. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this, reset this, and I'm going to use a layout for axial. Within the axial, I'm specifying, same as I would in the revolve tool, some of these other pattern tools, where I'm specifying a vector as well as a point to rotate around or revolve around. The feature that I'm going to pattern is this extrude feature right here, and the vector is going to be the Z axis. So I can see where some of these instances are. I don't have a dynamic preview, but I can show a result. Right now, they're all too close to each other. I need to, under spacing, I'm going to change this to count and span instead. We'll go 360. So I'm filling up the face all the way around, but this still isn't quite giving me what I want. Let's see here, the pitch. I'm going to go up a little bit higher here. Pitch distance, I can enter in under the axial direction options. Count and pitch, maybe we go count and span on this as well. Then we go up to the top, close to the top. And what you're going to notice is that I have some measure distance options. So I can either measure along this axis that I've picked or along a half angle. So depending on how I want that measured, and there's a little graphic there showing you what the measurement is doing for me. But let's just say along axis is fine, but we do have a cone half angle in here, and I can actually pull it directly from that cone feature. I should be able to. So we're going to use that down arrow where I'm inputting that cone half angle, go into reference, feature parameter, and selecting on this cone, and there's a P3 parameter there that I can grab. And then that'll enter in there. After I accept this, we can double check that it's the same value. But we'll show the result. And everything must be too close to each other, so we are going to drop that. Let's go 3 instead. Let's see if that ends up working a little bit better there. I think I had all my cylindrical features a little bit too close to each other there. I'm gonna refresh my screen, maybe. Get rid of this. Update display. All right, we'll check on that too. But that looks all right, so I'm gonna click OK. And now I'll hit refresh. That should do it. But we have that new feature in all our pattern tools, pattern feature, pattern geometry, pattern face, for an axial layout. Especially if I have a situation like this where I'm trying to fill up a conical surface of some kind, it comes in really handy. And to take a look at that cone, we have a 16-degree half angle there. The pattern feature, it's locked in at that P3 16 degrees. So we have those two linked. If I change the cone, it will change the angle of this. So we'll go 14 on that. Maybe the cone needs to change a little bit. It should allow for an update there. Guess we'll take a look here. Failed to create at some instances. Drag that up a little more. All right, I guess they're just getting a little too close to each other when I change the cone half angle there, but it's pretty easily adjusted for. But what's new in Designcenter NX 2512? We have that axial layout for our pattern tools.